Dear students, welcome back to the final session of very important subject, computer-based accounting. As I told you earlier, this is your life important subject, whereby modern world of accounting is what we are discussing here. I hope everyone enjoyed the series of lectures what we have conducted through Zoom as well as through videos and also the live session. Very few live session unfortunately we will be able to conduct. Now finally again for the last lecture we have to go for the video lecturing, and I will be able to have another Zoom discussion with you to discuss some past papers. So I hope everyone were able to do all the things with the software packages available with you. For that also what I will do, I will upload the last 10th chapter, chapter 10 backup file to the LMS, so whereby you can download that and you can use that with the Peachtree accounting software package by doing the chapter 11, chapter 12, chapter 13, and finally what we are going to discuss today is the chapter 14, assessing reports, forms and running the year end. Once it comes to the year end, how to close the account and close the financial year. So to discuss today's discussion, we need to have the backup file up to the chapter 13, whereby we have completed the general journal entries in the last lecture. So if you come back to your package, and if you go to the banking module and then go to the general journal entries and view and edit the journal entries, you will be able to see all the journal entries what we have completed last session. So if you have all these journal entries are there without any problem, so that means you have completed all the activities up to the chapter number 13 without any problem, right? So now it's a time for us to look how to generate our financial statement. So we are going through the whole package, starting from the creation of the business and then creating the individual ledgers, finally doing the various type of transaction related to the purchase, related to the sales, receiving money, paying money, and so forth. And now we come to the end, and finally it is our duty to see how to generate the financial statements from this particular software package. So once you learn that, and then we can close the accounts by running the year end procedures. So let's learn that too by using this handout. So when it comes to the assessing report, there can be various ways you can access into the reports of the Sage 50 accounting software program. So by using the report button, if any record window, if you access there, you can see the report button. By using that report button also, we will be able to access into the various type of report related to the particular window. Let me show first of all that particular one. These are maintain customer prospect windows, whereby if you go to any of these documents and open up, there you can see the report window, whereby you can access into some of the reports, whereby you can get some kind of information directly generated through that particular report windows, right? Each of the item windows, if you go to the each of these, you can see under each of these you can go to the each item, and there you can see the separate icon called report, whereby you will be able to access to the various report available in the system. So that is one of the way how we can access into the report window. So that is the option mentioned under the first option, which is called click the report button in any record window. Any kind of record window, you click the report button, whereby you can generate few important reports, right? Second type is called select the report and forms from the menu bar. And there you can go to the various type of report. That is the main way how we can access into the report. You can go to the main menu. There you can see report and forms menu bar. Under that, various type of reports, sub reports are there, so you can go to the each category. There you can see many type of reports which you can generate just clicking the buttons. Now if you want any report, you just click, all the reports are there, because we have completed most of the electronic transactions are not there. So anything you want, you can generate various type of report. We don't have time to go with each of these report. If you are free, please go through these reports and see how these reports are generated for the various activities, whereby you will learn a lot of things regarding the various reports available in the system. Each of these sections are having many type of reports, whereby you can get those report very easily, right? So very easily. So that is the main method how we can access into the report. Finally, then if you go to the navigation bar, except the business status navigation bar, there also you can see the reports. Now, for example, if you go to the customer navigation bar and click that, you can see the various customer statement, and then we can see the reports, whereby we can access into the same window where you can go to the report categories and open up the various report available in the system. So these are the methods whereby you can access into the report window. Then each of these reports can be modified according to a requirement. So there are various icons which help you to do various type of activities. For example, if you generate the certain report, say we go to the report and forms, receivable report, and we will get some customer master files report. In this, you can see the option button which will help you to filter these items into the different types. So you can see item type, clothing business. If you want to select clothing only, you can get the clothing. So the clothing information will only appear. Then the column button which will help you to add or remove the required information. Further, you can add more information. See, if you want to add the city, state, and all these are there, you can see the cities will be added. And if you add more items, if you can remove the certain things, you can go by these. Please check all these things and see whether you will be able to click some references if it is necessary, credit status. So you can see all the information what is required can be added or removed from that. And also you can do some modification by using the font command, where you can change the letter type, letter sizes, letter colors, various kind of activities you can do. If you apply that OK, then click OK again, that will be appearing in your screen. So these kind of small modifications we can do by using various of the options given here. So in your leisure time, please check those things and do modification, right? And also after saving, modifying the reports, we can save those reports into the different location by creating our own reports. For that, we can go to the report, modified, and then report save, and then we can click that into the system. So to do that, we can do certain activity and see activity number 14.1. It says modify the following report of the FMART 2020 Private Limited using the below information. So we can filter these reports first, and then after that we can modify it as we wish, and then we can save. So we ask to generate the cash flow statement of the clothing segment, cash flow statement of the training segment, and also standard income statement of the clothing business and standard income statement of the training business. So let's look at how we can generate this report, and then after that do some kind of small modification. After that, we will keep that report as a separate report for our purposes, which will be saved in the system, where we can access directly into that particular generated report. Okay, let's focus into the activity number 14.1. Modify the following reports of the AFMA 2020 Private Limited using the below information. So you asked to generate cash flow statements separately for the clothing segment and also for the training segment. And also these cash flows, when you are going to save it, you have to use the given name. So to generate the cash flow statement, we need to go to the report and forms. Then we can go to the financial statement, because we know the cash flow statement is the financial statement. So you can go to the financial statement. There you can see standard cash flow statement. So you can highlight that and double click. So that will open up the standard one for the current period, only for 1 month. So if you want to change that, you can give the range. So let us take for the full year, starting from the 1st of April, and we will go up to the 31st March. That means the 12th period, up to this period. So period starting from the period 1 and finishing with the period number 12. That means altogether that is going to be 12 months period. So then you can see here segmentation will show print page numbers. If you have pages, you can print the page numbers. Show the zero amount if you don't want the zero amount, if the activities are not happen in that particular area, we can remove, show the zero amount. And also you can see now we asked to get the divisional report. So you can see the division distributed here. Here you can see the CL is your clothing business, TR is your training business, all mean amalgamated statement. Now if you want to generate the CL business only, then we can select the CL and then click OK. That will be generating cash flow statement for the CL business. As you can see, cash flow from the operating activities are there, huge amount, and net cash flow provided for the operation activities, you can see the negative value is there at the end. And cash flows from investment activities, we don't have nothing in the investment sector. But cash flows from financing activity, we have certain activities, bank loan and so forth. At the end of the day, net cash decrease is 784,000 negative value, and you got a beginning balance of negative value and also ending balance as a negative value. Overall net increase or the decrease of the cash is given there. So this is the statement cash flow for the clothing business. Now if I want to get the other business, so we can go back to the option button. From there we can select TR business and click OK. Then it will show you the particular business. Here you can see the net cash increases and it's a positive end in this particular business because there are nothing much in this particular business. So you can generate that statement. Further, you can modify those things according to your wish. You can design, you can do it, any modification you required, you can go to the modify statement and do that accordingly. And then you can bring this into the Excel or PDF as well by clicking the Excel or the PDF format, or we can save it there straight away from the same sector. Now according to here, we have to just save it, clothing business one with the name called CL and the TR for the this particular training business. So let me first save the training business one. So this is the training business and click the save button. Then you have to enter the report name. Your report name will be CFSTR and then click save. So that will be saved. Then go back to the option and now filter the CL business and get the statement and go to the save, and this time that will be saved with CL name, CL cash flow statement clothing business, and save. Now if you go to the, if you close this window, and you can see two separate statements are at the top, whereby we have created and modified statement. So these statement will directly open up your particular given statement, right? We don't have to select anything, it will open up your statement. So we have created two statements. Then we ask standard income statement for the clothing and standard income statement for the training. So let's generate that as well, and modified one we will keep that in a save manner. So go back to your statements and then you go to the again main statement selection and select the standard income statement. So this is your income statement. Double click and open. Again you can see if you don't want the zeros, remove the zero values and then select the CL business. Again if you want to get that for the whole year, you can give the range starting from the period 1 and end by the range number 12, period number 12, whereby then you can get the full statement for the year and click OK. This is the statement for the year for the given business, that is CL segment, where you end up with the 510,000 net income. Again we have to save this. We can go to the save button and give the name given to us, that is ISCL, and save that. Okay, next we will get the income statement of the training business. So again, we will go to the option command and click the option button. From there, we can now change the CL division into the training division and the period will be the same, and click OK. So that will be generating your income statement for the training business. You can see that particular business also having a net income of 121,500, and then we can save that by giving the TR name which was given in your handout. Save that. Now once you close all these statements, you can see all these newly created financial statements are given with the given names appearing in your same statement command, whereby we can get them anytime we want, right? So that is what we call activity number 14.1. Then we will look at how to create the group report. So that means report group. various kind of reports can be put into one particular place, where that will be the folder. Inside the folder you can save all the reports required for your business, because there are many reports are available in the system. It may be not required for you, so according to your the information you want to get some reports created. Now we will go that section by looking into the report creation part. So to create the group report, we will go to the activity number 14.2. Create the report group for AFMA 2020 Private Limited using the following information. There are two groups are here. You can see management reports are given in one group and divisional reports are given in another group, which we have already prepared, but we need to bring them into the group. So to do that activity, again we will go to the same statement, financial statement, and there you can go to the financial statement command, reports and forms. Under the reports and forms, if you go to the bottom here, you can see the group report groups command is available. So when you click that, at the moment we don't have any group created, right? So we are going to create the new group by using the group button at the top. You click the group button, that will open up the group report structure, where we need to add the reports what is required. Now according to the example here, we need to add account receivable category. Item index need to be account receivable category. We have to get the age receivable, customer ledger. Two items need to be added. So we'll go to the account receivable category, drop down, account receivable, age receivable need to be added, highlight, add. Then you have customer ledger, you need to add, highlight, add. So two reports what is required from the customer side, we have added age receivable and the customer ledger. Then from the payable side, we want the age payable and the vendor ledger. Again we will go to the drop down and select the payable reports. Age payable report is the first one, then the supplier ledger or the creditors ledger. So let's look at where the vendor ledger. So you can see the vendor ledger name, highlight and add. Now we have added 4 reports into our group, and finally we are going with some more reports. General ledger category, we want to get the general ledger trial balance. So under the general ledger category, we will be adding general ledger and general ledger trial balance. So the general ledger at the top, add that, and the next one general ledger trial balance, add that. So the both reports are added. Then the inventory category, you want to have the inventory valuation report and inventory profitability report. So let's go to that one, inventory category, inventory valuation report and inventory profitability report. So go down, inventory valuation report added, inventory profitability report. So let's look at where the profitability report is. Here, inventory profitability report, add that. So now we have added many reports. Under the account reconciliation statement. So there's a category called account reconciliation. From there you add only the account reconciliation statement. Then the next category you need to add financial statement, standard balance sheet, standard cash flow, standard income statement, and standard income versus budget statement for the whole company. So that need to be added. So we'll go to the financial statement. Under that, standard balance sheet added, standard cash flow added, standard income statement added, standard income statement versus budget added. So those are the statement asked to add, right? So we have added all, and then finally company report, audit trial need to be added. From the company report, we will add audit trial, add that. Now you have to, once you finish adding all the reports that is in the list, and then you can go to the save command and click the save button. Then you can give the group name. So according to us, group name will be the management. So that will be the group description and the name. So you can enter that, and management reports we will put here. Reports, right? Then we will save that. So that will create a separate section whereby you can see under the group report there's a folder called management. Inside the folder, all the reports what you have added, just click one report, say inventory profitability report, and that will show all the inventory item with the profit margin. So what are the profit margins available for each and every inventory item. So very simply we can generate all the reports. Customer ledger, it will generate. You just click one of the reports what is required, it will generate your report. So this is one way how we can add the group report. So we have added one group report at the moment, right? So similar manner, you need to add divisional report, financial statement what we have prepared under another group. So we will create another group. Under that we will select index items, all item. Here you can see the new items what we need to add. We can erase this management report, close this. Management report is not necessary. Close the window and go back and go to the financial statement, and then go to the report group and create a new group, right? Do you remove this one, management report, delete it or remove it? We can go to the financial statements. Under that you can see the new items are there. These are the items we have to add. We can add that. Remove these items, we don't want this. You can delete that or you can close that management report. We will create a new group. Just click the new group and then go to the financial statement. From that you can add the respective cash flow statement. First one, add it. Second one, add it. Third one, add it. And the final one, add it. All these reports can be added and then you can get the report. So we have added this statement in another category. Now we have to save that by clicking save name, and it's called divisional report. Divisional report. So we'll save with the divisional name. Now once you click, you can see when you go to the report section, you got the divisional, you got the management. So divisional reports are here and management reports are under that. Various type of report groups, and you have created that report groups, and you have now very easily access to these reports what you have generated through the report group. So this is how you need to create the report group. So the printing options you can look at slowly and do that. Then we will learn how to generate the financial statement for the given company and to bring that into the Excel format, right? You can create one Excel workbook and you can save all these report in the different worksheet whereby you can generate. Now you are asked to run the following reports of the AFMA 2020 Private Limited income statement of the company for the month ended 30th June 2020. So up to the 30th June 2020 we have to run income statement, three income statement: company, clothing, training, and the balance sheet for the company and the cash flow for the company. Let's do that now. It's again very simple matter. You go back to the report forms, financial statements, and then first you run the standard balance sheet what is available. So we have asked to go for the range starting from this month to June. So you select the period 1 to 3. It's going to be the all divisions, so we can make all divisional. Click OK. So this will generate your balance sheet. You can see the company balance sheet as at the given date 30th of June, balancing by 17,021,646.41. So I will bring this now into the Excel sheet by clicking the Excel button and then create a new Microsoft Excel workbook and click OK. So that will generate the workbook for you, Excel workbook. So we will wait little bit until he will generate this Excel workbook. Then we will give a name, right, for this workbook and save that in your desktop. Then after that you can use again and again. So I have generated that into the Excel sheet. Now you can see the first tab is called balance sheet. So we will save in this save as into the desktop. Let's see desktop, and the name need to be say AFMA 2020 financial statement. So statement, we will save that. So that is now in the save mode. Then you can minimize it and then you can go to the next option, next statement. So we need to generate the cash flow statement for the whole company as it is given here. You can see a cash flow statement for the company ended 30th June. Go to the cash flow, double click and select the period, range, and go up to the 3 months period, and all things we will keep zeros this time and click OK. Now you can see the cash flow statement, no investment activities, but there are certain cash flow financial and the operating activities mainly. Then bringing that into the Excel. This time we are not going to create a new book. We need to add the early book. So you can select add the new worksheet into the existing workbook. And then you have to select that saved workbook. You can see if you have saved that into the desktop. You can see AFMA financial statement. Select that and open it. So now it will be created with the same workbook. And then you click OK. So this will be bringing into the same workbook. Unexpected error is occurred. I will close this. So let me again do that. Bring that into the Excel. Add. OK. So now he is creating that work one cash flow statement. So it will open up now. You can see now in my statement, I got a balance sheet in the tab number 1 and cash flow in the tab number 2. Then we will close that. Again, you can click the save button and then close this. And then you go for the next statement. Now we have to generate the income statement, standard income statement, whole company and all divisions as well. So we will again give the range starting from 1 to 3 period and all. So we'll go by all, click OK. Everything will be appearing. This is the whole statement for the entire company. Bring that into the Excel sheet. This time again adding into the early worksheet and click OK. So that will be added into the same worksheet and generating that for you new one. Now we got 3 statements in the same workbook, financial statement of AFMA. So you can see now I got income statement, cash flow and the balance sheet. Now we are going for the divisional statement. Save that and close it. And then we can go to our option button because same statement, only the division wise. Clothing division first. Click OK. Clothing division income statement will appear. Bring that to the Excel. Again add in with the same new book, same worksheet. And then click OK. And that will be added into the same workbook. It will take few seconds to add that worksheet into the same workbook. And now we got statement, income statement number 2. We can rename that as CL later on. At the moment we will save this and close. Once I finish, I will do that. Then go to the option button again and this time filter the TR business and rate that. So the TR business income statement will appear, bringing that into the Excel, same manner. Click OK. That will be generating the income statement into the same place. Now we have generated all the statement what is required for us. Only the income statement main, and here we can rename this income statement. I will rename this as CL, income statement CL business, and the next one we will rename this as a rename command. We will rename this as a TR business, right? So because that is our TR business. Oh, no. So let me again income statement, this is going to be TR business, right? So we have generated all the statement in one workbook. You can see the cash flow statement, you can see the balance sheet, cash flow, income statement and the 2 divisional statement in one workbook. So your workbook is there, you just save it. That will be the final activity for this statement generation. So other than that, you can generate various type of customized financial statement for the forms. Using the form command, you can generate various type of customer reports. That is called form command. Let me show that also before we'll wind up this discussion and then go to the closing of annual accounts. Right? At the end of the accounting period, how to close the account. So if you go to the report, there's a section called forms. Under that, if you want to get the customer reports, you can go to the customer statements, whereby you can see various type of customer statements are going to appear there, which we can generate the statement. So if you want to get the customer statement and various other statements are there. So let me show only the one customer statement with the continuous. And if you go to the previous preview, and then you can select balance forward, since which date, since the last statement, or all, we can get all. And then for all customers, we can keep that and click preview command. So you can see each of the customer statements, balance brought forward, and all the transaction happened during the period for the AMN Private Limited. If you go to the next one, you can see AV creation, balance brought forward, and all the transaction and the current ending balance. Go to the next one, you can see again balance brought forward and all activities and the ending balance. Likewise, all the customer reports are generated. We can print this and send it to the customers without any problem. So this is called statements for the customer. So these statements are also available. Tala, you can check that various other type of statements which will appear very easily once you click that. Various kind of letters, even vendor label letter, if you want to get that, edit this template, you can edit it, or you can send the letter. So we can email options are there whereby we can email the letters accordingly, right? So we can do this modification and the things very easily. So this is how to generate various type of forms. Again, you can read the handout carefully. You can do various activities related to this, and we have clothing division. If you want to get again the divisional wise, you try this one. Generate the customer statement for all customers in the clothing division of the APMA. You can do that. So I hope you can do that. Before we'll go to the final activity, that is running the year-end procedures, we will take the final backup of this company. After getting the reports as well, this will be the final backup of your company before you close the year end. So let me go to the file command and take the backup and keep in the company name as a backup. At the end, we will add this as a final backup, final. And I will put that into the same place, right? Same place where normally we save all our details. So we will go to the our particular folder. Inside the folder, maybe having the place where we have to save our files. So all of you are maybe having that in your computers as well. So please get the final backup, and I have created the backup file. This is going to be the final backup of my APMA company. So we have gone through the whole process of transaction, starting from the beginning, creation of the company, going through the each module and creating the module, then doing the various type of transaction, completed all transaction types, and now we have end up our sessions by ending with creating the various kind of reports as well. All these reports are there in the system. Anytime you want, you can get that, and appropriately you can do any kind of reporting adjustments, right? So this is the end of the whole series of lectures. We have one more session that I will be discussing, small discussion of how to close the financial year, right?